constrained not by resources, but by their imagination. He was a very well-loved professor, not only at the university, but in the business community. In fact, one time, he went to Royal Philips Electronics to give a lecture. He was supposed to talk to them. The minute he arrived there, he said, I just heard that you guys might be filing for bankruptcy. Can we figure it out what we should do to, stem the bankruptcy? So every executive went into their own mind and came up with very new, different ideas. And at the end of it, he says, I'm just being mean. That is not true. But they had the solution to their problems, and that was C.K. Prahlad, and he will be truly missed.
Many of you have probably observed how much the industry of yoga has grown in the United States over the years. There are yoga studios everywhere you go. There are products. There are these teachers who have become as famous as rock stars in terms of their popularity, and all of the gear that you can buy in terms of the clothing and the mats and all that stuff. It can get pretty pricey. I mean, people go on yoga vacations and retreats that cost thousands and thousands of dollars. Well, a lot of us have been observing this and wondering what that has to do with the very non-commercial and spiritual tradition of yoga, where it comes from. It seems like this commodifying of yoga is actually against some of the values that went into the spiritual tradition. And there's a backlash now. There are people who are saying, no, that's not really what yoga is about. And so now there are yoga studios in New York City where people pay what they wish to pay. It's up to you how much you want to give. Back to basics. Many people in the same class, not rock star teachers. In fact, some of these studios, you don't even know the name of your instructor or how popular they are. You go because you believe in the discipline, you want to get the exercise, and you want to really have that basic pure yoga experience. Yoga Journal said that between 2004 and 2008, the people doing yoga, practicing yoga, declined from 16.5 million to 15.8 million. But the amount of spending on yoga classes and products had almost doubled during that period, from $2.95 billion in 2004 to $5.7 billion in 2008. I mean, it is big business.
Yoga is a big money business, Moving on, folks, everybody needs loving. Even the prisoners need loving. There's a company called Aramac who has contracts almost in all the prisons. They are the ones who make sure that the food is delivered to the prisoners. They eat a healthy diet, but not one laden with fat or fast food. But things are changing. Cities need money. So they have come up with a brilliant idea. Those of you whose loved ones are in prison, if you want to send them a hot pizza on their birthday or give them a treat once in a while, well, now you can go to the website of Aramac and go to the place where it calls I Care. And then you can send a pizza. It may cost you from $7 to $12. And Aramac is providing that service. And one of the prisoners reported that they got $2 million out of one prison.
I wonder who came up with that idea, ordering fast food for your prisoner relatives.
Basically, if your kids are in college, you send that I Care packages.
That's right.
So I Care packages are going there too. Amazing story. The state prison gets 45 cents of every dollar worth of food is sold. So it's a good business for them.
We all know that Bollywood is not just a big deal in India, but all around the world. And I came across a great article about how the small country of Sri Lanka has really been aggressively trying to promote the country as an ideal place to shoot Hindi movies. A lot of Sri Lankans already love watching Hindi movies, even though they don't speak the language. They have subtitled movies. They're big fans of Amitabh Bachchan and Shah Rukh Khan and Aishwarya Rai and Madhuri Dixit. And now they're saying, hey, we have a gorgeous tropical paradise. Why don't you come and make your movies right here? And I think some of the filmmakers are doing it. We know that a few years ago, Deepa Mehta shot her film Water in Sri Lanka. She had a lot of political problems in India trying to shoot it there because the subject of widowhood was something very controversial. So she made the movie in Sri Lanka. The last Hindi film to be shot in Sri Lanka was Ram Gopal Varma's Agyat, and that was mostly shot in the jungles of the country. So now Sri Lanka is going to be host of the International Indian Film Academy event this coming June, and Amitabh Bachchan is the representative of this organization. He's expected to attend. He's been getting into a little bit of trouble because there are some people of Tamil origin who are not happy with how the Sri Lankan government has treated their group, and so they're requesting that Amitabh Bachchan kind of separate himself from this event and not be involved, kind of in protest. He's not going to do that.
Everybody takes on Amitabh Bachchan. He's still loved by everyone, by the way, and he can do almost no wrong, but everybody catches him on something or the other.
It's true.
But I want to tell you, Washington, D.C. and state of Virginia would love for Bollywood films to be filmed here. They will give you tax breaks. They'll give you tax breaks. They will give you help of the state police and the others. The benefits are there. So if you're thinking of making a Bollywood film, please consider D.C. and Virginia. In the meantime, folks, we're all done, and we wish you a very happy weekend.
Namaste.